Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Chronicle, our D&D 5e adventure here on twitch.tv/tabletop-rolls. If you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It'll help us out a lot on that platform as we try to grow our audience and following there. If you're watching us on Twitch, hello and welcome to tonight's episode. So, a few announcements before we begin with some short introductions. Number one, tomorrow we have our anime podcasts. We are going to be talking about the anime that have left a distinct impression on ourselves. Yeah. And then on Sunday we have the Dragon Age cast where we're going to be continuing our story through Dragon Age Origins. We're heading up to Haven. It won't be the last time you see Haven in this playthrough of the series. You'll see more of an Inquisition, but we're headed to Haven to collect the Andraste's Urn of Sacred Ashes. Then on Wednesday we have the beginning of the next arc of the League of Amazing Adventurers, y'all. That one is getting to the end of its first meta arc, so come and check that one out. Our players are now decently close to like the mid-level of the game, and I have the name for the next arc figured out already. So, you know, I'm very excited for that too. Is it a bad pun, Will? Sorry, what?
Is it a bad pun?
No, it's not a bad pun.
I said, is it a bad pun?
It's not a bad pun.
I don't believe you.
No. I'll vouch for it. It's not.
It's not. I've told Chad. I've run it by Chad. Bad pun. It's not a bad pun. Oh, 1 second. I just need to ban someone.
Gotta love the bots.
You don't want to become famous?
I don't.
I told you the secret right there.
I'm sorry, we're not Wizards.
I don't know, guys. It seems legit to me.
I'm sorry, we're not the MTG stream. We don't use view bots to bump our numbers.
Shade. I don't know who you're shading, but it's Shade.
Oh, Magic the Gathering. I'll tell you all after. But now, we have all those wonderful shows. We also have a Discord. So if you want to come hang out with us, answer polls that are created. Yes, we have polls that are being made that get audience interpretation of characters and their views of the characters. Those are created by Abby.
I need it.
Who do you think would be most likely to accidentally join a cult?
Yeah,
Fun stuff like that. And then you get to see what everyone else thinks.
Yeah. And we'll be announcing the results of those polls after probably the League on Wednesday. So be sure to check out all of that. And then come and chat with us on the Discord. And now last but not least, one more announcement. We have a new stream starting up this Tuesday because I truly love to rip my hair out of my head. We have the beginning of our new stream, Law and Disorder, where myself and Shy are going to be playing co-op games together. For the first set of them, we are going to be playing It Takes Two, a heavily co-op puzzle platformer. I'm very excited and not at all worried for my sanity. So be sure to come
I'm excited
and check out It Takes Two.
But also worried.
That is all of our announcements for today. So before we go into character intros, let's roll the show intro and let's get this party started. So, hello and welcome back to the Chronicle. Let's start off with some character introductions. Tonight I'm joined by our fabulous cast. Let's do a short sort of introduction of our characters as you guys are standing in this like large opalescent room with several layered pools that are flowing into each other. let's just go down our way. Let's start with Calder, played by McKenna.
Yep, that's me. Calder is probably peeking around a corner and looking at the crazy creature in front of us. She's probably looking a little rough, but a lot less rough than she was looking before. And that's something to celebrate, because when you get eaten by a bunch of quippers and don't die, it's a good day.
Oh,
it's
those
a good
quipper
day.
snappers.
Oh no.
There's the bad
That was a
pun.
good one. That was
I
a
knew it was
good one. I'm
coming.
proud of you.
I knew you had one locked and loaded.
Yeah.
Oh, that hurt my
I can
heart.
tell by the look on your face.
Can we get a
That hurt my
physical
heart.
description of Calder as well?
Yes, she has long ginger hair and little fox ears, and her longbow slung over her shoulder.
Wonderful. And then also standing in this room is Lucky, played by Monasia, if you want to give us a description of your character.
Yeah, so Lucky is a tabaxi rogue. She's a black cat with short grayish hair, always seen wearing her cape, maybe a lucky pen. And she would be also just ready to fight. Lucky's always just kind of ready to fight whatever's in front of her.
That's fair. Alrighty then. And then we also have Adenia, played by Rosalie.
All right, so Adenia is a human card caster, which means she gets to cast spells using the power of her tarot cards. She's got purple hair, brown skin, and desert attire. And right now, she is just ready for whatever fate has in store for them.
Yes. And every time you say your class name, in the back of my head, it just goes, Card Caster! Anyway. And last,
Caster Sakura. I'm sorry.
That's what I was doing.
exactly.
Get you.
And last but not least, we have Zolam. Zolam, played by Chad. Chad, why don't you go to the description of your character?
Yes, Zolam is a Naga paladin, and kind of yellow-green scales, eyes permanently closed, chainmail armor, and is currently maybe going through a little bit of an existential crisis.
Just a little one.
As most paladins do. But yes, last time our party ventured to the site of an abandoned trial of the gods. Upon reaching the site, they discovered that the gate to it was currently being fed on by a large planar worm. After dispatching the planar worm and meeting with the warrior who had been fighting the worm for the last 2 days, our party entered the godly trial, where they discovered waiting for them the second prince of Mathal, who had also come to complete this trial at the behest of his godly patron. Deciding to align themselves with the second prince, our party made their way through the trial after solving a locked door puzzle and facing off against many aquatic creatures, and then solving a combination lock with the plates they discovered in each of the rooms. A large door opened to what is the final room of this trial. Inside of this multi-tiered room with several pools that fill into each other, our party entered. And as they looked about the room, they saw a couple of things. Number one, they saw this very clear, pure pools of water that are just pouring into one another, creating like a fountain of pools, which is very pretty to look at. Also, above you is the sky, clear as day. And then, coming out from the water, came what started to off by looking like a beautiful woman with fine silk robes and long greenish hair. And as she exited the water and got a little bit closer, you noticed that her torso eventually became that of a snake, and her hair was in fact many snakes. As she fully exited the pool and our party gasped as seeing their form, that is where we'll pick up. Now that they've exited the pool, they kind of stand there for a moment, and then you notice from their back movement, 2 sets of wings appear and unfold from her back, with feathers that remind you of the night sky itself. Each one having like little shimmers on it with these sort of like dark patterns. So, You are the first to best my sister's trial. She begins to reduce in size. What was once a gargantuan creature is now becoming more medium-sized to fit you all some better. Such an interesting group. And with two vessels of divine will, nonetheless, it's odd to see two forces working together, such as yourselves. She kind of smiles at all of you. Though I reveal too much to you. First, you must be rewarded. She'll pull a locket out from her pendant. She'll pull a locket out from her, basically, robes, and she'll uncork it, and a bunch of water will come. A torrent of water will come out and engulf all of you. After a...
This doesn't...
Oh, go ahead, Mo.
I was like, this does not feel like a reward. I feel like drowning, but continue.
After a few seconds, the water does go into your body. And...
Death.
May you first be rewarded with Ocklon's embrace. And you have now all gained a new ability.
Oh.
Ooh.
Boom. So it should pop up in your journals now. It's called Ocklon's
Yeah.
Embrace. If someone wants to read that for the chat, they can.
I can.
Go ahead.
As a bonus action, you activate the divine blessing of Aquilon's Embrace,
Yep.
and then regain quarter of maximum hit points. You can activate this blessing a number of times equal to half your level plus your Constitution modifier each day. So,
Whoa.
cool. Yeah, dude.
Holy
epic.
moly.
Add the con's a dump stat.
I know the one time I don't have like a 20 in con, I normally beef up my characters because I
That's
don't
like
like
an
them to die. I did not do that this time, but that's okay. I'm excited.
You will need her blessings to protect you while on your calling. You will face many dangers.
Good to know. Danger's good.
Though now it is time for the knowledge to be imparted to you as well. She'll look over to the second prince. I suspect that this is why you've been sent here, servant of winter. Your patron has always pursued knowledge for their followers. And though he cannot grant this knowledge, I can. As she says so, she kind of waves her hand, and that like beautiful midday sky instantly turns into a night sky. And as she continues to talk, the stars themselves begin to change and move into shapes, creating sort of like animated pictograms of what she's saying. There was once enough gods to fill the night sky, each with their own divine domains. And as it does so, you see like this like bustling city street filled with people and filled with creatures of all sizes and shapes, like everything. Then, and it starts to like go away from the streets and into like a home, and you see two humanoid figures. The god of hunger ate their brother, the god of feasts. And it shows basically one of the divine constellations like going like swirling into the other one. And then it like makes the other one look more built out. And then she continues, and discovered that it was possible to gain another god's powers. And then it shifts back to that street, but it's very different. It appears to be a battlefield. So the gods began to slay one another, and the celestial city became a battlefield. And you see basically this massive divine battle going on. Entire, like, you literally see what looks to be a planet as collateral just being destroyed. The Celestial City became a battlefield until only 18 gods remained. Then it shifts to more figures that you are all more familiar with. You see what appears to be the humanoid forms that you'd interacted with when you received your callings of Himalti, Sanzaro, Sinkama, and a humanoid figure to represent Aklon as well as another figure sort of circling around them. Then Aklon, Himalti, Sanzarzo, Sinkama, and our brood mother, she says, addressing Zolam, banded together and trapped the remaining gods. And you basically see like a celestial cage entrap the remaining gods, so the 13 remaining gods. Our mother, the serpent of the night sky, gave her body over to her allies so they could fashion the prison and so she could act as its warden. And then you see basically like the night sky itself begin to condense around darkness, and it be then replaced with another night sky that was artificially created. However, the trapped gods were powerful, so the 4 that remained had to constantly reinforce the prison's bonds. And you see like that little prison they made, like little cracks of light opening up and then it being like covered again. And then you see that some are still remaining uncovered and growing. However, they could not find every fault alone. So they enlisted the help of the life that had sprung up on the prison they had created. And then you see people beginning to travel around this like large spherical object. That is the origin and the purpose of the calling.
Wow, a lot of knowledge that I didn't know. Very intense.
However, there was one last thing to impart. Recently, regardless of the gods' efforts, the bonds that hold the trapped gods have loosened some, allowing them to release energy into this place. Deliver message, gain champions. Even my creator has been able to release some of her powers, though to a limited few, she says, staring at Zolam. The trapped gods seek to break their bonds. But should they break free of their prison and destroy it, well, I'm sure you can imagine the results for your world.
Yeah, not good.
Does the called hunt have anything to do with that?
Well, I am not one to keep up with the outside world. What is the called hunt? What do they do?
They hunt those that are on their calling.
Then I would assume they have some sort of attachment to the trapped gods. The calling was given so that the people who lived on this planet could help maintain the prison. The legends of there always being something new to explore, those are true, but it's not because the gods like to create. They do enjoy creation, but it is out of necessity that they do so.
So to fulfilling the hunt and are fulfilling the calling and destroying the hunt serve a joint purpose.
They are an obstacle in your calling that you must face. It is up to you what you do. I am simply an agent of knowledge.
So then, what does the journal burning do for them?
It allows the gods to see through your eyes while you traveled. So they can better survey the world that they created to house the trapped gods.
Gotcha.
She stands there. Just for a few more minutes. And after a couple sort of like moments of silence, after a few moments of silence, well, this is good information to have. I suppose the other trials, they have more? The second prince says that. Yes. Each trial grants the person who completes it knowledge and power. Some may say both are the same. If you have any other questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Within reason. However, if not, she'll kind of like use her tail and like a doorway will appear. You may exit as you wish.
How many other sealed sisters are there?
It would be hard to say for sure. We are the keepers now of many of Aquan's trials. Some may have already been released. Some may have fallen. I remain. I am here. So some must remain as well.
Do you plan on staying, or are you heading out?
Once you've completed this trial, it will lose its power. I will return to my mother's brood.
Oh, shoot. I got a question. I'm so rude. I didn't catch your name.
It has been some time since I've used one. If you wanted to name me something, I suppose... I believe it was Setzea that I went by.
Setzea?
Yes.
Gotcha.
She looks over to all the rest of you. Anyone else have a curiosity, a quandary I can stipulate a solution to? So, a quiet group. Fair enough. You may leave as you wish then. And she begins to kind of like return to the pool. She slides in, and she just looks like she's just floating there now.
Lucky's gonna leave.
Yeah. Safe travels, Zaya.
Safe travels, all of you.
All right, I'm heading out.
Yeah, dude. I'm
Yep.
out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay. So, a couple of things happen. Number one, Lucky, you're the first person to leave. Upon your
Probably,
exit
yeah.
from the trial, Kaladin stands up and basically draws the sword and gets ready for a fight if necessary. It's just like, I told you what would happen if you came back alone. And then stepping out is Calder. And then
Yeah, Calder steps out like with her proverbial hat in her hands. Is like, "Sir, I've got some terrible news."
he gets the
No.
sword in a striking position. Then Adenia.
You almost got a spit take on that one.
and then Zolam. And as he stands there looking a little bit more tense, another moment or two will pass. And then Niall will exit.
The bad news is we ain't got anything for you to bury. He's fine.
Oh, Calder.
Kaladin literally like stamps their sword into the ground, takes a knee. My prince. Niall, Kaladin, please stand up. Stop with the formalities. We're traveling. This is honestly quite annoying. And kind of like
I
stands.
agree.
I apologize. He pulls the sword out, sheathes it on the back. Our next port of calling awaits us, sir. If you would, we must be on our way. We need to catch up to our scout and see what intel they found in Garrens Cross.
Who's your scout?
Niall actually begins to talk. Well, actually, it's a very funny story. And then Kaladin's just like, not now, Niall. We need to go. Starts to basically drag him away. And as he's being pulled away, he's like, Lucky, check at the front gates
Yes?
of Garrens Cross. Your father will have left you a message there. And he's being dragged off.
Did he just?
Do y'all know each
because
other?
He's from my kingdom, the kingdom of Bethal. He's the prince of Bethal, where I'm from. My father was arrested, and I guess he's working with the prince. I gotta go to Darren's Cross.
That's,
All right.
That's our next stop anyway.
yes.
All right. Well, I guess
As
time to
Kaladin
head
is
back.
like dragging Niall off, you actually will hear him say, "It's been 3 days." And they'll keep going.
Thank you. All right. Looks like we gotta stay
Oh.
here for at least another
Night? Because I think that's...
night or two.
You guys have to
Yeah.
stay. You have one more night in the town before you can head off officially.
Yeah. Say, that
but-
brings us to the end of the week.
We can check in with Bridgetta.
Yeah.
Might
Yeah.
have some fun new toys for us.
This is true.
So
I would feel better armed against these call hunters.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Zolom. I didn't want to put you on the spot in front of Zaya,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
what in the Sam hell is a calling hunt?
Yeah, no, I had not heard of this either. It was
Do I
news
need to
to
get
me.
some gloves? Does Lucky need to get some sunglasses?
I'm
Do I need?
not
like, a
sure
jacket?
what that would do to help you, but there's
Well, to
people.
cover up the calling mark. Oh shit! My calling mark's on the back of my hand. Lucky's calling mark is on her little eyeball.
Yeah.
There are people that are out that hunt people on their calling.
Gotcha. Well, aptly named then, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's harder and harder, doesn't it?
It was how I fell in with the followers of Akalon. I did not grow up with them. I had friends that were going to be on their calling, but the night before they left, the called hunt attacked, and one of them didn't make it. And he kind of puts his hands over his...
I see.
Adenia,
No,
don't.
I
Calder like elbows you on the ribs, like shut up.
perhaps that wasn't my best phrasing.
I'm contagious.
Oh, that was fantastic.
I started my calling so that I could be safe, and suddenly I feel much less so.
Yeah. Zolam, I'm real sorry to hear about that.
You could say that I started my calling so that they wouldn't be safe.
I like that.
Well, I think we've proven time and time again that we're a strong group. So I think that we're
capable.
safe together. I mean, yeah, we just got through that trial together.
Mm.
And
I don't
you all
trust a lot
got
of people,
really
but
good... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Mo.
Sorry, I think I don't trust a lot of people, but like, I guess I'm fine with trusting you guys in a matter of a fight. So.
And you
If
guys-
nothing else, we keep getting back up.
If nothing else, we do be keeping up. All right, let's head back into town.
Yeah.
Who wants to roll me the D100 for travel time?
Can I do it?
Do it.
Yeah,
It's all yours.
don't mess up.
Don't mess up.
You're gonna stop
16.
doing that right when I take a drink of water.
Oh, nice. Okay, so as you guys
Is that a good
are
nice
all,
or a bad nice?
as
never
you're all
know.
walking, as you were all walking about, Lucky, I'll say you're the one who notices this. Basically, as you're walking about, you notice like in the knot of a tree, there is a piece of paper that's been scrolled up.
I would like to take the piece of paper cautiously.
Yep.
And unscroll it.
As you unscroll it, there is a map of an undetermined area with a big X on it.
Ooh.
Does it look similar to like the map that we have with all the X's on it?
It looks
Marked
similar
in the
to.
trials?
It's a little bit more crudely drawn than that. It's less of like this is where the area, this is where it would be on a map. And it's more of if you're looking at the area, this is where the thing is. So like there's like a small grove of trees with a mountain in the distance.
Yeah. I show this to everybody else. I'm like, guys, look at this.
So this is like in the area that we are currently actively in right now?
No.
We have to get there.
You
Yeah,
guys
we have to
are
find the
here.
area.
It would be a survival check to identify the general area this map would be leading you to.
That's
On
not...
it.
Okay, I was gonna say, that's not me.
Come
my
on,
strength.
survival. 13?
So, based on the trees and on the mountains, you have a couple of ideas. It could be this area here, near Audrick's Burrow and Garrens Cross. As like the trees there are similar enough to the trees that are on the map. Like you think it's somewhere along like this side edge of the mountain range.
Gotcha.
But with a 13 you can't pinpoint the exact spot.
All right, well, I will relay that to the party.
Yeah, you guys
I
got
mean, still
Interesting.
in the general direction we're headed.
Yeah.
y'all
I'm
got a
gonna
treasure
scroll
map.
it back up, and I know, and you know how Lucky loves treasure maps, so thank you for that.
No worries, it's on my
Starting a
random
collection.
table.
I'm gonna just pocket and just scroll up and put it back in my pack or something, so I can have, and we'll reassess when we get to Garrens Cross.
Fair enough. And yeah, As you guys return to the town, it's becoming late afternoon, early evening. Just like literally upon you like coming back into view, you just see people like running towards all of y'all. Specifically, the main person running towards you is Antigos. They're kind of like galloping quickly. It's like,
honey.
oh, okay, I'm good. You guys are still around. Good. Okay. All right. Oh, I'm happy that not
You
every
okay
new
there?
person I talk to dies. This is good.
Oh,
Is
kid.
everything
We're
okay?
not.
Yes, it's fine. It's just we've been very worried that you haven't returned. It's been a few days, and Zine's like coming out of their bar, like running up the hill to all of you.
We're okay. We're okay. And we're not so easily taken out. So thank you all for your concern.
Yeah,
appreciated.
time was moving a little bit differently inside the God's trial, so kid, on your own calling, that might be something to look out for. I needed a nap because I got
Almost
doesn't
dead.
matter.
She almost died.
Doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm better than
dead.
ever. But yeah, so
Zine will speak up. It's like, I'm sorry, you completed the God's trial. That's been there for more years than I can count. Congratulations.
sure did.
We did.
Thanks.
And if I'm correct, tonight is your last night here, yes?
I believe so.
Apparently.
Now there is one last tradition that our town likes to do.
God, no.
And
They're lucky.
upon that, you can all hear sort of the ruckus coming from the tavern.
Oh.
As waiting for you this evening is a massive party.
Oh,
Hell yes!
Like, it is, the wine and the ale is flowing, the food is being set on the table by the new waitress of the shop. The scene is like hanging out.
Yeah.
There are people playing like card games on the table. There's someone who appears to be trying to explain like some complicated card game to someone else. It's like, yes, if you turn those sideways, they'll attack each other. And yeah,
Are they playing Arcane, the
they're just
happening?
playing a card
I don't
game.
know.
They're just playing a card game. They're playing this world's equivalent of Gwent, and everything it's a party. What would y'all like to do for that evening? There's a party going on. If you'd like to participate, if you have something else you'd like to do, we can do that too.
I want to get schmacked so badly, but should we check in with Bridgetta first?
Yeah, I think
Probably
so.
already there getting schmacked. We should
Well,
maybe
yeah,
go to the
that's
party and check
that's
just
true.
to be sure, just in case. Wouldn't want to walk all the way over to the blacksmith shop and have her be here. That'd be such a waste of time when we could be spending that time getting schmacked. I'm gonna go inside and get some alcohol.
That's fair.
It is-
Everyone in town is there, so it's like
it is the way.
it
It is the way.
It is packed and partyful. And yeah,
I want to play a card game. I want to get in on the cards.
all right.
Arcane happening.
Do you want to play it fairly, or do you want to kind of cheat on it?
Well, I'm feeling lucky, so I'm going to be a rogue and take my chances.
All right, make me a sleight of hand check.
How do you say?
Yep. I think that's a skill in 5e. Yes, it is.
It's not great. Even with I have a +6 to sleight of hand. Let that be known.
Yeah. It's a little bit sloppy. You're not used to the decks. Like, you're fumbling a bit. They chalk it up to drinking, but you're not able to, like, egregiously go. You probably end up making, like, 2 gold pieces over the night.
Nice.
I wouldn't be a card caster if I didn't play a card game.
Yeah? Do you want to
Come
play it
join me,
honestly,
Adenia.
or do you want to cheat?
I mean, I will certainly stack the fates in my favor if that's what you're
Make me
asking.
a sleight of hand check.
That's a good way to clean it up.
That's a 21.
Adenia, on the other hand,
Pause, because 8/21 is my birthday and also my lucky number. So
Nice.
If anything, it's still lucky.
Yeah.
Continue.
Adenia, you have a better night. You make a lot. You're going to make 20 gold pieces.
Nice. That'll pay for some of the weird stuff I bought from that merchant.
I forgot about
Oh,
that.
you know that wand is recharged
Okay.
now if you want to try it out again.
Yes, it has. I'll wait for like a perfect moment for it.
Fair enough. Yeah. Zolom, what are you getting up to?
I mean, he's probably going to eat a fair bit. The drinking is, I mean, he'll drink due to thirst, but it's not really going to do anything.
Fair.
He's certainly not going to be playing cards. Yeah, probably mostly eating and just like listening.
It's about halfway through the night that a couple like young boys kind of approach you. And like they have like wooden swords on their hip and stuff. It's like, mister,
Yes.
we're training to be cavaliers.
And
We would like to practice snake riding.
Do it. Fucking do it. Just fucking do it. Make their goddamn day. I'm begging you.
Make my goddamn day.
Right, honestly.
Life is too short.
Majority said yes.
Dignity.
I kind of lean down a little bit towards them, kind of looking past them, like facing past them anyway, and it's a lot harder than a horse.
We will try our best.
You better freaking do it. You better freaking do it.
So earnest.
And he just stays there and just waits. Doesn't say anything, just stays there and waits.
Eventually they'll climb up onto your back.
And he's not like cruel, but he's not gentle.
Make me an athletics check. Let's see how effective.
Yeah.
Let's see how effective you. You know, these kids, they definitely learned something tonight.
Oh god.
Like, it's interesting because, like, at the beginning of the night, you kind of, like, send them flying a couple of times, but they're really bloody persistent. And, like, by the end of the night, Zolom, they're actually able to, like, stay on.
Nice.
Leave this town. These kids are like looking beat to hell.
Yeah.
Got like
But
a
you know what?
rib or two.
But you know what? Probably respect them more than I respect those people failing to fight scarecrows with pitchforks.
Yeah, you can tell that unit's given these kids, like, a basic training session. Just to, like, get them to be quiet one day because, like, these children are more competent than that group of humans was.
God damn.
There's a level of respect there.
Yeah. Eventually the night continues on, and Zine kind of, like, begins to, like, clank a glass, and everyone kind of, like, quiets up a bit. My friends, tonight's calling celebration is for a group of travelers who may not have had the greatest time here. By no fault of most of us, but I feel like it is important to first toast to those who have fallen in these last few days. And kind of like raises this thing, everyone raises a cup and
I'll attach.
I don't
Drinks
have a
up.
cup, but I do have a candle. I won't drink it.
I mean, if it's not water. And then, as such, Brigetta walks up. And of course, we would be remiss not to send our friends off with a little gift. And then Brigetta will actually pull out from a chest that has been brought up onto the stage some items for all of you. So now this is where I ask. Calder, do you want your planar metal to have been made into armor or a weapon?
Oh shoot. That's a good question. Well, I'm only proficient in, I think, light armor. Maybe medium armor.
It could have also been made into a bow.
That.
Oh. I think I'm gonna go with the bow.
All right. So
Yeah, you are.
they will produce from a chest a beautifully carved bow that has had this metal inlaid onto it, and like the spot where you would place the arrow is this metal, and like each tip of the bow has this metal on it. And they will hand you this clearly magical bow. This bow is a longbow, just like your longbow. It has no bonus to attack or damage. However, on a critical hit, it pushes the enemy back 10 feet.
Interesting.
It also gives you advantage on extraplanar threats from the plane of Earth.
Ooh. Huh.
Yes.
Huh.
Lucky. Would you like that planar metal that your party recovered whilst you were out and about to been made into a weapon or armor?
A weapon for sure.
All right. And which weapon would you like?
I'm gonna go with a sword.
All right. So this blade almost begins to like shimmer in the light. Its planar nature very visible in the forge of the blade. It is a magical sword for the purpose of bypassing resistance.
Nice.
On a critical hit, it causes Earth to basically surround the person's like lower half, basically reducing their movement speed to 0 until the start of your next turn.
Nice. Love that.
And it gives you advantage on planar threats from the plane of Earth.
Nice. Thank you.
Adenia, weapon or armor for yourself?
Well, I have 0 armor proficiencies, so we're gonna go with the tips of my quarterstaff.
All right. It would basically have been crafted into like these like solid metal like toppers. Similar thing. Weapon now counts as magical for the purposes of bypassing resistance. Also, you have the ability to, if you critically hit a creature, they become confused for a round. And then, if you're facing off a creature from the plane of Earth, you have advantage on attack rolls with that weapon. The fly has landed on my computer screen finally. It is dead now. Yay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Zolam,
Yes.
do you like it to have been made into armor or a weapon?
Armor.
So, the armor is the armor of your choice, so I believe you would want full plate.
Yes.
So it is full plate armor. Most of the ore went into the creation of this item. It is very solid armor. It basically gives you the effects of Sanctuary against creatures from the plane of Earth. And that is the limit of magical effects. However, when a creature critically hits you, once a day, you can use basically the armor's solidness to turn that critical hit into a regular hit.
Nice.
Man, look at all this
You just
powerful
saved your
stuff I'm
life.
giving you guys. That should probably warn you about the enemies you're facing in the future.
Boop, boop, ba-doo, boom. Although, okay, I should ask, when you say the plane of Earth, what falls under that umbrella?
Anything that's anything that has like the Earth Elemental tag. So things like those mud methods that you fought.
Interesting.
Anything that's like based out of there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's very fun.
And yeah, after that, they actually then bring Antigos up, and Antigos begins to like kind of do a number. And the town's like cheering, and their voices sing, and their voice is solid. It's like a very classical bard voice. And after
And the song's
after
not
their
about
performance, Brigetta, Zine in the village says, "And Antigos, You are one of us. So it was only fitting that we as a village gathered together a few things for you. And they basically began presenting Antigos with all this handed down gear from everyone in the village.
Oh.
Like, Zine will hand Antigos a dagger and say, "This dagger served me well in my calling." It is a magical dagger. It's a poison dagger.
Ooh.
Nice.
And yeah, they're basically
Nothing extra?
they're basically giving them all this handy down equipment. So it's a very eclectic attire, but it's also like all from the people that they grew up with and that they care about. And it's like, oh, thank you all. I'm going to miss you all in my travels. I'll return home and I will tell you all so many stories. And yeah, there's like a sort of like big old group hug that the village starts to do.
Aw. His promise to return home worries me deeply.
Yes, same.
Yeah,
If you harm Antigos, I will find you.
Yeah, we might have a problem.
you just see a random person walking to the bar for 1 second, hands Antigos a flag. What's this? It's a death flag, and walks out.
I beat the shit out of that person. Calder drunkenly beats their ass, and everyone cheers. With all 8 of my strength. I get a bonus for being drunk, right?
Yeah. Calder's
Sure.
a regular drunken master.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. But do any of you have anything else you'd like to do with that party in the evening?
Absolutely not. I'm ready to drink and dance the night away.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Then you'll do so. And the night goes by quickly. And though it doesn't feel like you've rested, the next morning, or to be more fair, mid-afternoon probably, you are all awoken and greeted with that breakfast that Zine made you all on the first day. As well as basically a set of lunches that he's made for all of you as well. Thank you for staying. He'll hand Lucky a small black box.
What is this?
You'll need to deliver that. You'll need to deliver that to. Deliver that to Zalatesh's employer.
Got it. And she'll put it in her pack, and I guess she trusts Zine now after 7 days. It's fine, so she'll like reach out and just shake a hand.
Zine will kind of like take your hand. It's like, if it's all right with you, I'd like to pull you in for a hug.
Calder.
Oh, get in here, you big love.
No.
Calder gives them both a bear
There
hug
you
and
go.
like squishes Lucky in the middle.
It's
Not
like,
what I was asking, but okay.
yeah, and
It's not what you were asking with your mouth, but it was what you were asking with your heart.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, Zine will go about and kind of like give you all sort of like a goodbye hug type of thing. Clearly, he has become quite attached to all of you.
Aww,
Aw.
I love that. Oh, hey, is the kid heading out too today, or does he still have a few days?
Antagos is heading out today. He actually is. They are actually getting the cart ready for you now.
Will
Right.
they be accompanying us on our maiden voyage?
I believe so, at least to Garrens Cross. From there,
Nice.
they said something about wanting to head to Thelmaine.
It's a fun area. I've got some family out there. Maybe they can stay with them, or at least touch base. That'd be fun.
Be sure to tell Antagos that. They will appreciate the help.
Will do. All right. Well, thank you, Zine. You have been incredible. Your hospitality is absolutely unmatched. And I will miss these lunches. Oh, my lord. But you stay safe.
Yes, you should all
Yes,
stay
please.
safe as well.
We'll see.
We'll do our best.
Hopefully, we will be back soon with a cure for Zalatesh's condition.
Thank you.
All right, Calder, Zolam, Addie, let's head out.
Addie. I love that.
All right. So,
All right. I think we're making our way over to the cart.
yeah, as you guys head
On our
outside,
way to the cart.
Antigos has the
Yes.
cart ready. There are fresh horses that have been attached to it that the town appears to have given Antigos.
Oh,
Of course,
Cute.
a horse.
Yes, they're kind of like sitting on it. It's like, well, we're ready to go whenever you are. The empty boxes have all been kind of stacked up. We should be ready to go.
Sorry, empty boxes?
Yes. He they will actually open up some like the crates and things. They're all empty. They've all been empty.
Zalatesh's trick.
It was more or less a ruse that Zalatesh was doing so that if like bandits came, they went after the cart, not like the actual merchandise.
Huh.
Clever.
really smart.
Oh, what a man. All right.
With us leaving, Zolam wouldn't have said anything to Zine. He just kind of assumed Zine would get the hint. He left his chainmail in the room,
Fair.
cleaned, and not like left on the floor like it looks like he just left. Cleaned and like laid out so they can be given to somebody.
Nice.
But he doesn't tell Zine. He just lets him find it.
Oh, yeah, Zine's figured it. Zene's smart enough to figure that out. You know, you guys are going to run into some NPC now at some point who's wearing Zolam's old chainmail.
Yeah, pretty much.
Watch it be the two bozos we ran into at the bandit
Oh my
camp.
Team Rocket, yes.
I love those guys. They're great.
You know what? There's some thoughts that I have that should just stay in my head. I shouldn't have put that out into the universe.
But the cart is loaded up. You have all been given, basically, by the town the equivalent of a week's worth of rations.
Nice.
Great.
Because now, the world is your oyster. You have some spots that you want to go to. You have some things that you know you can go to get some money. And to get some other supplies and things. But as far as your route to get there is concerned, as far as how long you take, it's up to you.
Oh my goodness.
You
So many
have-
options.
You have a week's worth of rations that have been given to you for free. Where would you all like to head? Is the question.
Well, Lucky's pretty adamant on getting to Garrens Cross and, you know,
Yeah, I think that was
getting
the
there as soon
plan.
as possible.
Knowing
But-
there's likely a message waiting for
Yeah.
you, I don't think there's much point in like, but what if we did this instead?
Yeah,
Yeah.
collecting
I'm
the
gonna-
bounty from
And it's so
Zalatesh's
close.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a stone's throw away.
It'd be about
Yeah, so I'm going to advocate for us to go there so I can see what message my convicted father left for me. So
Yeah, no advocating needed. We are on our way.
it would be about a 3 to 4 day journey, depending on everything. So on the first day, whilst you are all traveling about, I have some questions. Number one,
Oh,
on your
God.
first day, do any of you want to have any sort of conversations while you're traveling?
Yeah, Calder's probably sitting up front, taking the driver's seat and making sure they're going in the right direction. And I assume Antigo, since this is their cart, may be up there as well. I thought I would talk to them about my family in Thelmaine, give them that information.
Antigos is kind of just sitting there. They are getting ready to sort of rest up as The road is not something that is normally kind to his family, as they'll explain to you.
How do you mean?
Well, when both your parents leave and never return from their calling, you kind of just assume. That's why I'm headed to Thalmain. They were headed up there, something they wanted to see, someone maybe. I honestly can't quite remember. It's been so long.
Alright, well, if you need a place to stay, seek out Declan Calder. That is my father. If you tell him that Finnegan sent you, and that we are friends, and that I would like for you to have a home to stay in, I'm sure he would be accommodating. Watch out for the twins, Briar and Marigold. They are full of beans and nothing but trouble. They are 21, but you would not know it from the way they act.
Antigos chuckles at that one. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very much appreciated.
Yeah, nothing to be thanked for. It's small penance for the reception we got in Peelhearth.
And yeah. As you continue on your first day of travel, does anyone else have any conversations they'd like to have?
I have like any conversations that I need to like role play, but I do feel like he would be opening up a little bit more, especially in terms of like her dad to the rest of the party, and just about his whole deal and why it's such a big deal that he's leaving messages for her.
All right, so then on the first day of travel, who would like to make me the travel roll?
Is that the D100 or?
It is the D100. Yeah. Who would like to do it?
Try it.
Yeah, go for it, Addie.
Boop.
37, 40.
47.
Something help. Okay. So, as you are all traveling about, the sides of the road are clear. The sky is sort of like partly cloudy, giving you bits of shade every now and then. There's a warm summer breeze along the day. Throughout the day, a number of small birds, as you're traveling, drop nuts and berries and things into your cart, giving you a day's worth of foraged rations.
Oh, awesome.
This is fortuitous. The fates smile on us.
I love her.
That night, you guys are all camped up. Would you guys like to just pass out, or do you want to set up a watch? What would you like to do?
Oh, I'm setting up a watch.
If there's
take, like,
people
the first watch.
Hunting people on their calling, I definitely
We should probably set
in
up
favor
a
of the watch. Yeah.
Lucky will offer to take first watch, if that's cool with everyone.
I'll take last watch. Get up super early if no one else minds.
Cool.
Perfect.
I can fill in somewhere in the middle.
Zolem's just asleep.
Not exactly my skill set.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
We got you. With 2 or 3 of us, I'm sure we can cover a night.
Yeah, you can. So, on the first watch, Lucky,
Yeah.
make me a perception check.
No, I don't want to.
I would like you to, though.
Okay, I guess that you asked so nicely, Will.
Thank you.
Perception.
All right.
Oh, well.
Cool. Lucky, your watch goes by with nothing eventful happening.
Is that what really happened, or is that just what I foresee?
No, that's exactly what happens.
Okay.
You wake Adenia for the watch.
All right,
Adenia,
love.
Get some sleep.
make me a perception check.
It's not one of my skills, but
Um,
I'm gonna use a hero point.
That's
I'm
fair.
gonna use a hero point.
That's fair.
Use it. Use it.
Adenia,
That would have been a while.
your watch goes by uneventfully.
Oh, fuck.
All right, Calder.
Calder,
We're so good at this.
it is your turn.
All right. Wish me luck.
There you go.
A 12.
That's better.
And Calder, your watch also goes by uneventfully.
You have such great perception, you guys.
I do. I am proficient in it. I have a +4 to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that didn't my sleight of hand, nothing. But it's because we had such a great, battle last time, and all of our rolls were on point. So Roll20's like, yeah, F your perception, guys.
Yeah. Time
Well,
to
I
even
mean,
it.
maybe I'll do a little foraging because when I am engaged in activity while I'm traveling, which we are traveling, I can remain alert to danger.
Mhm.
So to keep myself awake, I'll go and find my baddies.
Fair
Not
enough.
too far because, we're sleeping. So,
No, goodness gracious, no.
Make me a survival check.
Boop, 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 ba-doo, boop, boop, ba-doo.
Calder.
I'm gonna use a hero point.
Oh, you're not going to let me give you poison ivy? Okay.
No, I am not. Well, that's still an 8. I mean, this is just something. This is technically
Bad day.
a natural explorer thing, but
Unfortunately, you find enough berries to basically give yourself a nice side for a meal. But you do luckily avoid a fair amount of poison ivy.
neat.
Ooh, poison ivy dryad. I'm going to make that stat block. Anyway.
No,
No, I love that actually.
no.
I'm immune to poison, so that's okay.
Day 2.
Oh, well, you're immune to poison. Good for you.
Day 2. Who wants to make the travel roll?
I'll roll it since I'm not taking watches.
Come on, Zolam.
Zolam, do it. Roll it. Bop it. Twist it.
98.
Ooh, that's high.
All right.
That's
That was-
awful. That's
That was a
awful.
reaction.
I think
I'm
you
so
just summoned a
scared.
Trask.
No, you just did the best thing. So, as you are all traveling, in the early morning day, the midday sort of dew as it begins to dissolve, there is music on the air.
Immediately don't trust.
It is music, and it is like a soft croaking. Several rivets creating a cacophony of musical notes. As you see, as you're traveling down this road, a swarm of frogs with butterfly wings.
Oh.
Oh,
Kind of ribbiting and croaking as they travel the opposite way across the road. Several of them will land on you all, and upon closer inspection, they're literal frogs with just little tiny butterfly wings. They're frog fairies.
Oh, that is kind of cute, I guess.
Ribbit.
Can I take out my flute and play a little song with them?
They will
Oh,
ribbit along
accepted.
to it.
Okay, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with them. I will continue to play a little flute song in the hopes that they follow our little cart.
Yeah, they will actually follow your cart for the full day.
Yes.
Oh.
And then for that evening, while you guys are resting, they will actually be around you, basically providing a watch and protection.
Oh.
And for that night also, you guys all get to roll me a d10. And you get to add that plus 10 temporary hit points for the next day.
Oh.
Ooh. lucky number 8 coming in clutch today.
So you guys get, Calder gets 13, Lucky gets 18, Rosalie, Adenia gets 14, and Zolam gets 14 temporary hit points for the next days of travel.
Nice.
I love that.
As the frog
Squishy.
fairies serenade you over the night with their ribbits. That was my favorite
love
one
that.
I made.
Probably a good thing the initial thought of trying to eat one didn't happen.
So,
I'm sure
Will's your GM.
eventuality for that, but I'm glad we did not explore it.
see, with the I don't punish Ray when they eat weird things, but if someone ate one of the frog fairies, you can bet something terrible would happen.
Yeah,
I was
so just so
really
we're all
tempted.
clear,
I was so tempted.
just so we're all clear on Will's like hierarchy of morals, corpse licking, a-okay. You can, even if it's the bodies of a
it's
fellow
not-
party
it's
members'
not
dead
okay.
friends, totally fine.
I made
But that
Ray,
frog?
I made Ray roll
Protect
a
all
fortitude
frogs.
save for that. I made Ray roll a fortitude save. It's not my fault they crit it. Y'all, you guys have a fabulous sort of like night's rest that you guys all just get to sleep through. Day 3.
Oh no.
Who would like to roll me a D100?
Go for it, Lucky. Go for it. It's all
Get it,
good.
Lucky.
My turn again?
Live up to your name.
All right. I'm trying, guys.
Roll the frogs again. Oh, wow.
67.
67.
Almost nice.
So,
I've-
as you're all traveling through the forest,
I apologize in advance, guys.
I need to pull up a map.
Oh.
What if we
Pourquoi?
didn't do that? Please keep in mind that I'm alert to danger if we're traveling.
Yes, and Calder, your danger sense is going to go off.
Danger
Oh, my
sense.
spidey senses are tingling.
This is why we got those hit points, though, guys. We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
Yes.
you guys have all those hit points. This is actually like a good perfect. This is actually like a good time for you all to get this encounter. I didn't think that we would get it this early, so I'm just having to upload the map quickly.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry, guys.
But as you are
Yes,
all moving,
Monasia, this is all your fault.
actually cancel.
Only I rolled a 69.
So close, but so
You
far.
guys, as you are all moving, a couple of interesting things are going to happen. And number one being the fact that, Calder, your danger sense will alert you to some people following you.
I will make my party aware of that immediately.
Taking out my bow.
Yup, same.
Grabbing the shield.
As you are all coming up to it, it's a river crossing. Boop.
Gotcha. Is this the river like going into Garrens Cross right here?
Yes.
So we are so close.
Yeah, seriously.
So, if you can all drag and drop yourselves onto the map for me. Just from your journal, you can click onto it. Now, also, Lucky, we are kind of at that time where you're probably going to have to run. So, when you have to run in the middle of combat, I will take control of Lucky for the purposes of combat.
Yes, thank you.
No
Be
worries.
proud, guys.
Oh, there we go. It just uploaded itself. That's weird. And, your companion is not a combatant.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. Yeah, I think Calder will even say like, "Kid, stay in the cart."
Oh, yes.
And are we rolling some initiative?
You will be rolling it shortly. I just need to finish dragging and dropping everything onto this map. So the one downside about random encounters is that
They are random.
they are random. Alright, sweet. However, the upside about random encounters is that as long as I know what I want to have in them, we can do it. So yeah, if you guys want to roll me initiatives... Michael?
God, God. Did I roll double nat 20s on that
looks like you
fucking...
did.
Oh my god.
1, 2.
I'm
These...
sorry. How do I put my token out there?
Oh, just click on your name and hold it, and then drag and drop it.
I'm sorry. Can we just take a moment to appreciate double nat 20s for a
Yes.
roll that does not matter if I crit? So salty.
They are all bearing the marks of the calling hunters.
Oh man, why?
It's not working for me.
Holy
Oh,
moly.
I got you then, Adenia.
Also, I don't have the option to recall cards back from my back into the deck to like reshuffle it. I've only got the draw option.
Oh, I'll recall them.
But I am out of cards in my deck.
Cool. Boom, shuffled. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Alright, just click on your initiative too, and we'll get going. Oop. Oop. Alrighty, I'm going to start with this one. 18. See, that's the one thing I wish I had, a way to mass roll initiative.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could just roll once and have them all go at the same time. But...
Yeah, but that really puts the action economy out of your favor.
That's true. So I guess I'm not going to complain.
Alright, and then Adenia, did you roll initiative?
I did, but I didn't have a token when I did it. So
Okay, click on your token and just roll it again, and I'll change it to what it's meant to be.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a 5.
Alright, I will change it to a 5. Alright, y'all, do not forget about the abilities and things that you have.
Oh yeah, dude. Already
These
forgot.
8 folks, they will say, it's time to end them. To starve the gods! And then the fight will start. Calder, you're up.
I'm going to shoot them.
Alright.
Any of them, because none of them have acted yet, so I get advantage. 25 to hit.
Alright, which one do you want to go? This one, this one.
Yeah, I'll do the one closest to me, that one.
I'll go like red, blue.
Red shirt.
Green.
Oh, fuck! I wanted a hunter's mark, and God, mother, I didn't say it.
You didn't.
I cast hunter's mark at the end of my turn. I don't know hunter's mark.
Alright. Red 2. Red. And I'll do the mask one. Okay, cool. So you're going to hit them for 10 points of damage. You send it right into their neck. They're still standing. But they do not look like...
They're not looking good.
They're not looking good. Lucky, it's your turn.
Okay, so Calder, which one did you hit? You hit red?
Red.
All right, I'm gonna go for the guy next to him. I'm gonna go for blue with my bow as well.
Go for it.
I believe that hits,
That does hit. For 12.
Good. Yes. Thank you very much.
You go right into it. You pop it right into the jugular. They go down.
Nice.
Oh, good to know.
Yep.
12 seems to be a good number.
It does. Do you want to move at all?
No, I like kind of being with Calder in this. I'm good where I am.
Fair enough. Zolam, you're up.
All right, hearing the sounds, gauging things, I am gonna go. Yeah. right here. And I am going to hold my action to attack if one gets close to me.
Alrighty then. This one's going to go. They're going to fire a crossbow bolt at you, Zolam.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Well,
That is hot.
Hey, once a
the
day.
fun thing is that it's not going to be a crit.
Alright, so then you'll take 7 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Alright, so that one goes. Then red is going to fire a crossbow at Calder for another
that's fair.
a 6. That will miss. Green is going to focus on Zolam.
Oh my god.
That's fun.
I don't like this at all. Who
Another
gave him
natural
villain
20
points?
for 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Pink's going to go, and they're going to fire at Zolam. And watch it be another natural 20.
Don't.
Nope, natural 1.
That's a crit fail.
That's a crit 1. Adenia, you're up.
All right, we're going to go ahead and use the Empress card to cast Entangle
Alright, where are you casting?
on a 20-foot square right around here.
Sure thing. How does
I'd like
that-
to get all three of these guys in a square.
Yeah, how's that? look?
That looks great to me. So all 3 of them can make a strength save.
Alright, red will go first. Then green. Then orange. 13, 2, and 3.
None of those are going to make it.
Okay.
Ooh.
And yeah,
They are all restrained.
perfect.
Nice.
This purple's going to go. They're going to shoot at Zolam.
Nope.
Nope. Then this one's going to go, and it is going to shoot at Zolam with disadvantage. Oh,
That's a nope.
hey, look at that. That another natural 20 that you missed.
That disadvantage saved ya.
Yeah, the entangled
Seriously.
saved you. And then this one is going to also fire at Zolam, but this will probably be another natural 20. Nope.
Nope.
Calder, you're up.
Nope.
Not even a little bit. All right, I'm going. Oh, the strategist in you wants to finish off the guy that I already started,
Do
but I
it.
think it's going to be overkill. So I think I might go after the green guy if I can hit him.
Fair enough.
If
I'm just gonna roll damage. I'm not 11 piercing damage plus 3, so 14 damage to the green guy.
Awesome.
done,
Dead.
gone, off the map.
Off the map. And I'm
Awesome.
gonna move.
All right, where are you
I'm just
moving?
gonna move off to the side.
Fair enough.
I'm
Lucky, you're up.
Okay, now she's exposed because Calder moved, so Lucky's going to move over here.
Don't use the ranger as a tank. That's not what we're for. We've got a the Constitution.
It helps with my with my sneak attack. That's all.
There is
Well,
one tank in this party, and it is not.
I think sneak attack is if they're within 5 feet of the enemy.
They are restrained. I don't know.
They
if
are
you
restrained.
have
Oh,
they are
advantage
restrained
for
too.
that.
Yeah, if you have
About that.
it's advantage, or if they, if the enemy has an enemy next to them.
Yes.
Like, it doesn't even have to be your ally. If it's a 3-way fight and the other 2 are fighting, it's still sneak attack.
Good to know,
But-
guys. You learned so much. I'm gonna go for Mr. Orange Slice.
Go for it. Fire at will.
I will not fire at you, Will. But I will fire at the
25
enemy.
for 11.
Yes.
Lucky, you're Black Widowing this. 1 shot, 1 kill.
That's such a great compliment. Thank you.
No worries. Alrighty then. Zolam, you're up.
Alright, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Aquilon's Embrace and bring me back to full HP.
Heck yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
And then I can just get there
Alright.
for... And they're restrained?
Yep.
Ooh, how does a 14?
14 hits.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, and you squeeze them dead. Alrighty.
All right, that's my turn.
Alright, then it's time for these guys to go. And, Calder, I'm afraid you are no longer their priority. No, there's a giant snake person on the bridge that they're going to load and fire at.
Oh no,
Nope.
I'm so sad that I'm not their oh,
Next one
gosh.
goes at them. Nope. Adenia, you're up.
Okay, great. Well, they're awfully far away. Let's see. I can move up to here.
I may need you to drop that entangle spell.
Oh, for the difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that.
It doesn't seem like they're going to be approaching anyway.
No, unfortunately, they were squishy.
They are. There's many of them.
So,
but they're squishy.
Is that a free action or is that?
Yeah, you can drop a spell.
Okay, great.
Just free.
I will drop that for free, and then we got what 5, 10, 15, 50, 55. I can just hit that guy with Ray of Frost.
All right.
Nice.
Roll it.
1 damage.
And who are you
Let's
hitting with
go. The pink one.
Pink. All right. Pink takes that 1 damage in stride. Next up is purple. They are going to fire at Zolam. And miss. And then Mask is going to fire at Zolam. 22
Just hits a little bit.
for 4 points of
It
piercing.
just hits.
Just hits a little bit.
Calder.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna bonus action move my Hunter's Mark to Pinky over here.
Fair enough.
It's Pinky and the brain. It's
Pinky and the brain.
Hopefully, that's what we're gonna see. Is we will see some brains. 22.
22 hits.
6 piercing and another 4 for Hunter's Mark,
And
so
you
10 total.
pop Pinky right in the head.
Pinky and the brain.
Lucky, you're up.
I'm gonna go for the one directly across the river. The one I think that's black, right?
The mask
Gonna
one.
go for that guy. Yeah. I'm gonna
Mask.
go for that guy.
Go for it.
For that wasn't supposed to be with advantage, but sorry about that. But I am gonna use my wait, does 11 get it?
11 would get it. So if you want to use your hero points on it, I'll let you keep it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, no worries. 8 points of damage. Because you do not have advantage, so you don't get your sneak on them. But they're still up, but they're heavily damaged. I believe
Do it.
this is gone. Zolam, you're up.
Okay. This time I'm going to use my bonus action for speed burst to increase my speed by 5 feet so I can get there.
Okay.
And oh, that shouldn't have been advantage. It's just normal. I'll roll it again so I can roll normal damage.
20 will hit. Roll your damage. 7 points.
7 damage.
Okay, they're still standing. They're going to drop their crossbow and pull out a scimitar, and they're going to try to stab you.
The yellow one?
Yep. 20?
Well, he would have disadvantage, but that would also miss at a 20.
Oh,
It what?
Yeah.
yeah.
Excuse?
You're up.
That's gross. We're gonna move up a little more because casting ranges are so short. And we'll fire another ray of frost at yellow.
All right.
That'll hit.
Hey, they freeze and they just shatter.
Nice.
Noise.
Well, they have a snake that they need to shoot at. Firing at Zolam. Will miss.
Nope.
Fires at Zolam. Will miss. Calder.
All right, I'm switching my Hunter's Mark to the purple guy and taking that shot.
All right.
Come on, baby. 22.
Hits. Roll your damage. 12 points.
Hot
Purple guy is Like
Sorry, that's gonna be 18 points actually.
18 points. Purple guy is like the purple guy from
that was
Five Nights.
max damage.
Purple
Nice.
guy is like the purple guy from Five Nights at Freddy's, and he is down. Then we go to Lucky's turn. I will pop over to Lucky's sheet as they've had to leave for the night, but they'll be back with us next week. And they will fire off their bow and critically miss. Zolom.
Well, we are just gonna get over here and go for a constrict.
Ooh, that was a boa constrictor. A 14 hit.
14 hit
your
this. Oh, okay, just this guy. Okay. For 8 damage.
damage.
And he's restrained.
And he is dead.
Or dad.
Oh, he's dead?
Yep.
He is restrained by the cold,
Oh, okay.
freezing hands of the Grim Reaper themselves.
You are all able to defeat the Calling Hunters. Each one of them has a scimitar, a light crossbow, and 10 bolts on them.
Nice.
Well, if nothing else, we can pile those up
Yep.
and
There's 8 of
sell
each.
them. 8? Okay.
Well,
Are you
I'm gonna
making
go and
notes?
recollect my arrows.
Are you making note of what they had on them?
I can. Can you say it one more time, Will?
They have a scimitar, a light crossbow, and 10 bolts on each of them. So 8 times.
Scimitar.
All
So it's 8, 8, and 80.
Yep. But yeah. So.
And
y'all-
this one, the one that was up here, had a mask? Or did
Oh,
you
I was just using
mark
the
it
mask as the
differently?
marker.
Okay, so he wasn't actually different from the other ones.
No, he was just I just ran out of colors because there's 8 of them
Okay.
attacking you.
Nice.
Just needed to know if there was anything marking him different so I could take a trophy. That's all.
No worries. Yeah, that is 8 less Calling Hunters in the world, Calder.
Is Zolom like a trophy kind of guy?
For these guys, yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, it's possible if we end up running into anything else that's intense and then it's like, okay, well, maybe for this too. But
Interesting. Well, do they have any kind of identifying mark of the calling hunt on
They
them?
do have the Calling Hunters calling card thing on them. It's just like a simple, basically, it's like a calling mark that has like a bit of iron scraping through it. But yeah.
Yeesh. All right, kid. It's safe to come out. Looks like we can cross.
Okay, I'll get the horses calm down, and Antigos will calm down the horses.
Zolom comes back through as they're getting ready to cross, and he's just shoving the bodies into the river,
Yeah, they're going down the
getting them
river.
out of the way.
Seems like I hope no one relies on this here river for
Haha.
drinking water.
Little
but
did you know that you've now poisoned the water supply, Solo.
Right.
Somebody's poisoned the watering
There's-
hole.
Oh,
There's fish
Oh, you
and
just- you
stuff
just-
that
you just-
will...
Big Solom getting somebody's boot.
Zolom, you just
there's a.
That's not okay.
You just nigh-righted some people.
That's not okay.
I thought it was funny.
Alright, so the rest of the day goes by uneventfully. As you crest a hill and cross the river, you can kind of like there's a large cliff face there that you guys know at the top of it, and like it's kind of like hanging over you all now. That's where Garrens Cross is. So you make your way down like the coastline and up that hill to where Garrens Cross would be proper. And a couple of things happen as y'all reach the city gates. Number one, there's a large line outside the city gates. It appears as though there's like sort of like a when people come into town, we talk to them for a bit thing going on. And number two, and probably more important to you all, you will all hit level 3.
Yes! Oh, that's exciting.
And as our party does that and makes their way to our destination, that is where we are going to end things tonight. So everyone, thank you all so much for coming out to the 5th episode of the Chronicle. Don't forget to check out our many other shows. We have the anime podcast tomorrow in the same time slot. We have the Dragon Age show on Sunday. We have the Law and Disorder coming up this Tuesday, the premiere episode of Will and Shy playing co-op games together. Then we have the next installment of the League of Amazing Adventurers on Wednesday at 9 p.m. CST, 7 p.m. CST. So, everyone, thank you all so much for coming out. Don't forget to check out our other streams. Follow if you haven't already followed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube. And tonight, we are going to go and raid. Since we are traveling, I'm going to do us a raid for some emergency food over to Karina's channel. Because Karina is awesome.
They're so fun.
Thank you all so much for coming. Have yourself a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Folks.